I think the most challenging thing I think I found that like no matter where I would be, whether like in a DCI corps or in a regular marching band or a college marching band, is that you have to literally be that person for everyone. You have to be that person. You have to change your personality everywhere you go. I'm not going to talk the same way I talk to the trumpet number 4 that I'm going to talk to flute number 7. I literally, when I'm helping them, I have to be the way they need me to be. You know, I have to be the personality they need me to. I need to work the way they work. And then when the next person asks me for help, I have to completely make a 360 and change to whatever they need. And I think the hardest part of being a drum major is changing those personalities every single time, from here to here to here to here. Some people need love. Some people need they need a strict person to be behind them saying, no, you got to try that again. Some people just need comfort and support that they're going to do it again, you know? And it's something I do every day. It'll never leave, and that's why it's probably the most challenging thing I do. Let's see, there's so many things. Everything's my favorite part of marching band. I think my favorite part of marching band is probably, it's not the football games, it's not the competitions, it's not the pep rallies, it's not any of those big things. It's those little moments where we're sitting on the podium and I yell, all right, I need you to do 16 plus 1. What are you doing? 17! Like, it's those little moments during practice where they just catch you off guard and you guys start laughing and it's just that moment where you're all unified together and you're happy for one little thing that just happened. It has nothing to do with marching band, but it's those moments that we're together. It really depends on where you are, what part of the band you're in. Freshman, it's a little exhausting because it's new, but at the same time it's new, so you're like, and it's crazy how much they pick up so fast, you know? And the fact that they pick it up so fast overlooks that they're trying something for the first time, you know? And then there's returners who are kind of just trying to bear with us when they're relearning the basics. You know, for them it's kind of just like, let's get to the fun stuff. Let's start the show. Like, to them, the bad part is like having to learn basics. When it comes to leadership, a whole different ballpark or ball game. It's a whole different place because when it comes to the lowest level leadership, sectional leaders, they are like, it's like they're starting as freshmen again because they have to do something completely different. You know, you have a kid coming up to them saying, I lost my music. Oh, what's this? What's number 8? You know, they're in a new position now, and almost like a mom or a dad. They have to deal with a lot more new things, and I guess for that, in that aspect, it gets a little exhausting. But, you know, being able to influence the rest of your peers still makes it not as bad, you know, to be at band camp because you're restarting this whole roller coaster again. And then you get to the drum major, and yeah, it's being a drum major in band camp, during band camp, is mentally and physically exhausted. The low brass members can complain as much as they want, but when you're a drum major, you're working muscles you didn't even know you had. And so, you know, you're dealing with the physical, completely changing what you used to do. You're dealing with, you know, being a section leader of a band. The section leaders are section leaders of their instruments. They have 5 kids to take care of. Drum major, you have 50 plus kids to take care of. 50 times more, I lost my music. 50 times more, what yard line are we on? You know? And as I said, the same thing with section leaders. It's a whole different thing that we have to do, but the fact that we get to influence our own peers, you know, it doesn't make it as bad. The fact that freshmen get to create something new and that returners get to keep doing what they love again, it always overlooks all those things that we're having to struggle through, you know? And it's always gonna be great. Okay, I have two favorite parts about band camp. My first part is when the new marchers come in, because they come in and we're like, where do we start? And I think, you know, you go through that whole day, you're like, oh, no, no, no. It's more serious than that. It's not Band 10 Hut, sir. It's Band 10 Hut, sir, you know? And you go through that whole day of them being like, you seriously? Like, you want me to do that? Yes, I'm serious. And I think my favorite moment within that day is where we finally get a breakthrough. And everything just kind of smushes together. And I see these faces, this future of what this marching band's going to be, and it warms my heart to see them finally get it, you know, finally start to put their foot into the water that is the passion for marching band, you know, and to me it just warms my heart to see them begin this amazing journey, you know, especially with me exiting the journey and finally getting off the boat, and it's just that warms my heart. My second favorite part of marching band is, I forgot. Bear with me. It's in there. It's in there. Come out of here. I think my second favorite part of marching band is, to me, it's like an epiphany. I don't even know how to describe it. You know, I've always had this like every year, even when I wasn't conducting. But it's that moment in band where it could be a practice, it could be a competition, it could be anywhere. It could just be at a football game. And we get to our biggest moment in the whole show, and I just feel the passion just completely tumble out. And then I have millions of thoughts running through my head at the exact moment. And the one that I just see over all of it is, I can't live my life without this. And, you know, I just feel my whole brain like fireworks. As soon as that moment happens, it's happened every season, and I just sit there and I'm like, I couldn't ask for a better band. I couldn't ask for a better family to be in. And this moment right now, it's so much, it's so overwhelming, and I can't even explain it, but I think that's probably my second favorite part to marching band, is that moment where it just seems like we're the only thing in the world. Make sure you have a half note, so 1, 2, ba. This is embarrassing. I have never told this on camera. I've never told this to anyone. I'm gonna tell you a story. Bear with me. I was a sophomore. I was 14, how old am I? 16 or 15. I was 15. I was a sophomore, and it was during marching band season. Now, if you would have known me before my sophomore year, or during half of my sophomore year and my freshman year, to me, band isn't what it means to me now. To me, band was about, let's get better, let's be the best, and not the band be the best. Let me be the best out of everyone. I want to be the best, and I don't want to deal with anyone who doesn't want to be the best. You know, that was me freshman year. You know, people fed my ego like that ticket machine at Chuck E. Cheese. You know, and they're like, oh, you're so good, oh, you're so good, oh, you're so good. I got to sophomore year, and, you know, all those people left. We got a new band director, you know, and people were more worried about other things, and to me it was like, whoa, what about me? I'm awesome. And, you know, and I would get frustrated if people couldn't do things, because I was advanced for a sophomore, and I'd get frustrated, like, why can't you do this? This is making me so angry. And back then, we had to play for our shirts. So here's where the story starts. We have to play for our shirts we have to play our music, completely memorized perfect, to get our shirts, our show shirts. Now, we had the option, section leaders had the option to give them individually, or you had to earn it as a section. being the good section leader they were, teamwork, we had to earn them as a section. And so my section leader didn't pass us off 2 times, didn't pass us off. And I was so frustrated because I knew it. And I was like, why can't I just get my shirt so I can show everyone that I know what I'm doing? And I got so frustrated. And I remember that Friday, my band director came up to me and was like, or that Wednesday, she came up to me and was like, did you guys get your shirts? And I was like, nope. I was so, so angry, so cold with everyone. And she was kind of just like, hey, like don't worry, you'll get it. And I'm like, no, we're not. Like, my section sucks. And, I went through all that, and I was upset that whole week of marching band, I was upset. And then I came into this same exact room, I sat in this second little row, and I sat and I put my shoes on because I was so mad at everyone. I didn't want to deal with people who didn't want to try, and I was putting my shoes on, and I sat there and waiting for the time to leave. And my band director comes right out that door and goes, hey, get up, let's go. Come on, we're gonna go get the pit cart and just come with me. And we're walking down, and she's like, we had a 4-day weekend. Like, why can't you, like, I felt like that would have been enough time for you to get over something like this. Like, why can't you get over it? And I was like, you don't understand. Like, everyone sucks. Why can't they be as good as me? And she was like, don't think of it that way. Don't think of, wow, I'm awesome, everyone else sucks. She said, literally, instead of moping around about how everyone is doing bad, go and help them. Go up to them and do you need help memorizing music? I can help you. I want us to win together. And she was like, take initiative, become a leader. Even if you're not the section leader, take initiative. Be like, I'm here after school, I'm here before school, I can help you. Make yourself available for these people instead of moping around and saying how much they suck. And you could be doing something so much better. And, I didn't have a response to that. She looks at me and is like, you're much more capable than you think you are. And, like, that very moment, means the world to me. Because from that day, I've never really seen my ego anymore. And that day, I went up to my section and I said, I know we're having trouble memorizing. I can help you memorize it. And I'm a bunch of people, or like a lot of my section was like, okay, I'll come in the morning, we can do it. 2-3 days later, we got our shirts. And it means the world to me because that moment right there led me to teach people and help people and show them what they're capable of. That moment that she showed me what I was capable of showed me that, this wonderful world of teaching and how much I love it. And, I kept going forward and forward and forward. Later that year, I tried out for drum major, I got it, and, since that moment, I was like, I want to be this. I want to be someone who takes the worst of them all, the most egotistical, annoying kid, takes them and makes them so much better because everyone's capable of it. And, I couldn't ask for a better moment for me to want to teach.